Yeah, I can do the cut and light as long as I got my cutter, I got my lighter.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So what we'll need is just like a short description. If you set the cigars somewhere in this vicinity of the desk, do they have
They're
bands
there,
on them?
right there.
They do.
They're ready for cutting.
Okay, they're ready for cutting. So I'm holding 2 cigars. So let's just keep chatting. Let's take some comments.
So we're calling this one high-low. So one's going to be a higher price. The other one's going to be a more budget/affordable price.
Can I tell? So the question is, can I tell the difference?
Yes. Yeah, can you tell the difference? Like, let's say you cut first light, even by hand feel. Can you tell the difference?
All right. Well, these two. All right. So let's see what I got. I got 2 cigars in front of me. One of them is box pressed. The other one is not. It's round. They're both Parejos. Neither of them changes their ring gauge. One of them has a pigtail on the top of it.
Yes, it does.
All right. So let's go ahead and chop that bad boy. This is going to make it nice and easy for me. There's one of those. You got to do that.
There we
That's
go.
the
There
foot.
we go.
I'm not going to light the foot.
I mean,
all right,
you
go
can.
grab a comment here.
I was
while I do
hoping
this
for
here.
that, actually.
This is from Eli Sarge Vidal.
Eli!
Holy
Sarge!
baby Moses. I was told that Ray Charles was anchoring the show. I stopped dinner and wow.
Wow. All right, this is the hard part. I'm not going to toast them because I can't see them. Okay,
Studio fire.
here we go.
Oh my gosh. Oh my.
You're not
Oh.
on. Move further away. Move further away.
Do you want Dustin to light those?
Oh my gosh, it's a massacre. There we go. There we go, Tim. It's lit. It's lit. You're good. You're good.
Dustin, where's my mic? Dustin, I'm going to let you light the other one, okay? Oh, this is a terrible idea. Okay.
How does that char taste, Tim?
Okay. So the first cigar, this one's a box pressed one. Okay. Let's go with the other one.
Dustin, can we
Oh
have you
my
light
gosh.
that one?
I'll just sit here like,
We got a good comment that came in. This is from Kent Brewer. Don't retrohale with that toque like that. Yeah,
Ooh,
don't
yeah.
try and retrohale, Tim.
all right. I got both of my, I won't try to retro help.
Oh,
This
man.
is ridiculous. I love this.
All right, keep taking comments, Billy.
This is from Cigar Art. Watching Tim lighting the cigar blind is the funniest thing ever.
Oh
Man, I really thought it was going to be easier than this, guys. Like, literally do this
like
all day
smoking
long.
for years and you've never tried to light a cigar blind. It
Okay.
has to be a crazy feeling.
So the big question at hand is, can I tell the difference between an expensive cigar and a less expensive cigar? And Aganorsa has that in their line.
Mhm.
So just from what I know of the brand, I just want to make sure to keep these lit, is that Aganorsa, I think more than most brands, has got this covered. Like they've got very affordable, like the regular JFRs end up like around 6 on the shelf, and their high-end stuff is 12, 13, 15. Their Supreme Leaf this year was just so good, but like again, $14 a stick. Now, box press cigar here has got this really nice, zesty retro hail on it, like this citrus retro hail with a like almost creamy, with almost a creamy profile across the tongue.
Yeah, good puffs, Tim. Good puffs. There we go. There we go.
Okay, this cigar over here, a little bit more powerful. Maybe it's just maybe I should retro hail this one a lot now.
There we go.
So here's the thing that stands out to me about quality with cigars. I think that arguably, the more that you spend on cigars, the more you should be achieving a high, like sometimes a higher level of flavor, definitely a higher level of refinement, smoothness, like what you would expect, the difference you would expect between an off the shelf whiskey and like a double barrel refined, 50, whatever, 12 year, 18 year thing. You get that extra level of smoothness. Now, between these two cigars, I feel like there is almost a level of difference here. Although I know nothing about these two cigars, both of them have got some complexity to the flavor. So I'm curious to know what's the difference here. If I had to say that one of them was more expensive than the other, I'd go with this box press cigar. Just seems to have a little bit more finesse and nuance in the profile than the round one. that
You're
I
covering the
smoke.
band. We can't even see which
Well,
one you're
God,
holding.
Are
And
they even
you're-
forwards?
Nope.
No,
No, they're backwards.
Justin, will
But
help
you
him out?
you
There
are
we go, there
correct.
we
So
go.
in,
Okay.
in your right hand, you've got the Aganorsa Aniversario Corojo, which has a Nicaraguan Corojo wrapper over Nicaraguan binder and filler,
Ooh.
considered medium to full bodied for strength. And then the left hand was the JFR Corojo, right around that $6 range. Corojo wrapper over Nicaraguan binder and filler. So you
Can't really get a
basically
full
nailed
lid
it.
on this
You
one.
nailed it. Good job. Tim.
That, you know, quality in premium cigars is, I don't think that it's I don't know. We talk about this all the time. Like, if you like buying a $20 cigar doesn't mean you're always going to get a cigar that's twice as good as every $10 cigar you're going to buy, right?
Mhm.
You spend something that's $24 and that doesn't guarantee it's going to be whatever 4 times better than an $8 cigar, right? Is that 4 times 8? 3 times better than an $8 cigar.
There we go.
Thank
Quick
you.
maths.
I appreciate that. I do run a company. So, you know, I would say that with cigars, if you're achieving that extra level of refinement, then you should be finding where those extra spending dollars go. And like, truly, I've been thinking about this a lot as I've been drinking scotch lately, is that, you know, when I do grab for that higher tier of scotch and I go instead of the 12-year, you go to the 18-year, like you do just get you just get that top edge of refinement,
Yeah.
but then the price also just always goes way, way up there for it. So
Mhm.
I've always kind of knocked on cigars for being $40 or $60 or $80. But to me at this point, if they can provide that extra level of like smoothness that just grabs the palate and makes you want to go. Where's my other cigar? Here it is.
There it
Like
is.
I'm getting with the Anniversario. This is the cigar I was smoking before. And even still, blindfolded, that zestiness comes out, especially in comparison with this JFR in a way that just before was not ringing my bell the same way.
You look ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like,
This
with the
one
thing on
is
your head.
I guess you could say you
from-
look like a lunatic.
This is from Mick Ribs. Tonight, on a very special episode of Fat Albert, Mushmouth tries his very first box press.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready for cigar set number 2.
Should we
Cigar
clear
set
those
number
cigars
2.
out
No,
of your?
we'll leave them because I'll want to smoke them later.
So for this category, we have named it the Billy Terrence test.
Why is it not the Terrence Billy test?
Well, you got to put the lighter one first, of course.
Ah.
So the difference is a wrapper leaf. One's going to be a little bit lighter, Billy,
Oh,
and one's going to be a bit darker,
Okay.
Terrence.
Are they here?
I like how you did that.
No,
You're
he's showing them
you're
on.
showing them off.
Yep,
Okay. I'm
yep.
just gonna sit here like an idiot.
Billy, your butt looks really good in those jeans.
Yeah. Turn it around, Billy. Turn it around.
Let's grab some comments here while we're doing this. Drop your guys' cigar comments and questions down below, and we'll keep taking them as I fumble my way through.
Do you want me
This
to help
is
you light
from-
again?
I will need help writing again. That would be too ridiculous.
This is from Willie, that glass guy. Tim looks like a chola, and my wife watching this is going to judge me on how I pronounce this. But orale.
Oh, Billy, really? That's how you're going to say it?
Sorry.
It's orale. Come on, Holmes.
All right. So once again, I've got a round cigar and a box press cigar. Both of these would be considered parejos because they don't change their ring gauge at any point.
Are you ready?
Oh, please.
There we go. Tim looks like such a fancy lady right now. Has her cigar lighting guy.
I'm lighting your cigar for you.
There we go.
Is that the gentleman thing to do?
I
Whatever
light
you
all my
just did, I hope
wife's
so.
cigars, so yeah.
I've lit cigars for my girlfriend as well. Yeah.
My wife always yells at me because I get them too slobbery. on the
Oh
end.
my gosh. Tell her to grow a pair.
I don't want her to.
So this is light versus dark.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lighter wrapper versus a darker wrapper.
All right, let's get some comments while I just consume these for a minute.
Billy, what do we got?
All right, this is from Joshua Dillenbeck. Tim, I know you couldn't catch them now because you can't see, LOL. But have you ever caught anyone
Yes,
trying to
LOL.
steal cigars from you?
Yes,
Yes.
actually.
Dustin, you'd probably have more knowledge on
Well,
this.
no, actually, Tim was the one that went out to confront the guy, and you tell the
caught
story
me in
better. So
somebody caught me in a quite a altercation with the gentleman.
Mm.
A guy came in, and he would just come in like during the lunch hour, and not really buy anything and just kind of sit in the lounge. And at first we were like, nah, it's hot outside. Like, just let the guy just sit and smoke cigarillos. And one day He goes into the humidor. We're all at lunch. We have cameras. We can see what's going on. We're not in the dark.
Like you right now.
And like me right now.
Thank you, Terrence.
And we see the guy go into the humidor and like shuffle up to the wall with all the cigarillos. And then he leaves and goes completely out of the shop, doesn't buy anything, comes back in a minute later and is smoking a cigarillo. And we're like, all right, this is not like, I went up front and I was like, yo, dude, like you can't just be in here smoking. I'm pretty sure you just took something, but you can't just come in here and, not patronize the place and be here. We're asking you to leave. And so he does. And then a few days later comes in up on while we're on our lunch hour, just goes up to the front cash register and just takes some stuff and leaves.
Yeah.
Right.
A few boxes of matches and who else?
So
who
the
knows
next
what
day
else, so.
he's like sitting out at our tables outside of the shop. And I went up to him like, dude, you've got to get the hell out of here. And he got up and got right in my face. And it was like to the point where we were almost nose and nose. And I was like, dude, you're like, this is our shop's property. You got to leave. We're running a business here. You can't like hang out and just do whatever you want and take stuff from our shop. And so anyway, we called the police later to have the guy trespassed. And they were like, you shouldn't do that. This guy's like got a violent.
Oh, wow.
You shouldn't be doing that with that guy. Tim, don't do that again. I was like, oh, okay. All right. Anyway, yeah, we haven't seen that guy around in a long time.
Yeah,
Good.
and you guys
Yeah.
were nose to nose, and I mean, you had just gotten back into your kickboxing hobby, and I thought we were about to see like UFC go down in the Cigars Daily parking lot. I'm glad didn't, because with the guy's record. But yeah, it was an interesting thing to observe third person.
All right. The big question about these two cigars right here is which one is Billy? Which one is Terrence?
Yeah, from puffing on them, which one is me? Which one's him?
They're both about the same ring gauge, so that's not very good.
Good job, Billy.
That's not a good job, Billy. So, I mean, strength is pretty simple. It's what's interesting is these cigars don't carry an overwhelming difference in strength. Like I would say that this one is like a medium and this
Okay.
one is like a little medium plus. The difference, the key difference, and this is what I love about strength with cigars is it's not just strength that separates two different cigars. The flavor profile usually lends itself more or less to one flavor profile or the other. Like this cigar to me has these richer, darker notes. I get a lot more like coffee and chocolate out of this than I do out of this cigar, which is a little bit more woodsy. So I'm going to say that this is my darker, this is my Terrence cigar, and this is the Billy cigar.
Man,
Just kind of is not as good.
you are nailing it.
Nailed it again. Yeah.
All right, take
And
it off. See what you got.
In your so in your right hand, you have the Aganorsa signature Maduro, which is Nicaraguan Maduro Corojo over
This guy right here.
Nicaraguan. Yeah,
They
right
just
hand.
redid this one, and it just like they did a spectacular.
They did a
job.
bang up job on that guy. Yeah.
Okay.
In your left hand, you have the La Valedición Connecticut, which is Ecuadorian sun-grown. That looks fantastic.
This is much
Oh,
better.
With
Oh my
Nicaraguan
goodness.
Corojo binder and filler, and the strength on them on the left hand is medium, and then on the right hand is considered medium plus. So nailed that too.
You know what's crazy is all of these, like blindfolded, all of these have this really nice zestiness to the flavor. And I think that if you talk to Terrence Riley, it's like
Oh,
they use the Criollo 98 and the Corojo 99, so like those two leaves in some way in all their cigars. And I wonder if that's the thread that runs through. Like you find that with a lot of brands.
Mhm.
I wonder if you find that, Dustin, with brands where you see like a similar flavor that runs through a line.
I noticed it a lot with Blackbird.
yeah. I can agree
He
with
seems
that.
to just tweak wrapper. I think it's wrapper binder combination every now and then, but then
Mhm.
there's fillers that kind of run through it. And I would say a lot of the Perdomo stuff I noticed that with too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say a Padron as well. A lot of the similar taste with all the Padrones, even their 1000 series and whatnot.
Okay, this thing is making my face sweat. So let's go ahead and do the last one of these embarrassing things. Grab a couple comments, Billy,
There we go.
and then well, why don't you bring some cigars over, and Terrence will do the Vanna White thing, and then we'll grab some comments as I cut and light.
All right.
It's getting very smoky with those 4 cigars sitting in front of you in that ashtray.
I can't tell, so it doesn't matter.
This next comment is from Dolly R. Can someone educate me on a tobacco called Paleo de Oro? I heard it's some type of rare tobacco.
Yes, and I wouldn't have enough information on Pelo del Oro, I think is what it's called. But yes, it is a special type of leaf. Terrence is like, okay. Do we need it? Are we good?
Oh, and this one is called Does Size Matter?
Does size matter? So this is going to be 2 different sizes
Correct.
of 2 different cigars.
Nope.
Okay, all right.
Same
I'm
blend,
gonna break this.
different sizes.
Holy Nikes.
Nikes, nice catch.
Okay. Okay. This could have been the Terrence and Billy one. Just so that we're clear. All right. All right. So does size matter? So talking about the same blend in multiple sizes. And this is another really great exercise to do. A lot of cigar makers, when they make cigars, they'll blend them in one size and then they'll like scale for different sizes. So, the blend will be some combination of seco, ligero. Are you right there? Like I can hear that you're there. I can feel your presence really close to me. It's like, it feels like okay. Anyway, so they'll blend them in one size and then they'll scale them. Like a thicker cigar, they might add an extra ligero leaf rather than trying to scale the whole blend, because it's not like cooking like, cupcakes. You can't add half a cup of flour, or 3/4 of a cup of flour. You're dealing with a whole segment of a leaf. And so some brands will authentically reblend every size of the cigar to try to get that flavor exactly right. So the blend may be very different from the Donkey D over here to the Billy. And it's like, it may be very different, or if they've really blended it, it might be the same. Let's see what this.
Wrong side, Tim. Wrong side. Oh,
This next one is from Jason Colson. I don't know what is worse, seeing all those cigars going out or Earthworm Jim hosting the show.
Earthworm Jim. What a reference.
Good job.
I
Jason
like that
Carlson.
a lot. Listen, I'm going to be
Colson, sorry.
smoking all of these this week, so you guys don't got to worry about that. All right, well, what?
Yeah, you're lit. You're lit. So obviously that is the thinner ring gauge, and for this one, we're
cigar.
same cigar.
I don't know
So
why I'm
for this
holding it
one, we're
out
just
like-
gonna kind of judge
like
and see
this.
if you get different flavor profiles out of each different cigar based on the ring gauge and whatnot. See if it's blended the same. Henceforth, the name, does size matter? Yeah, you're gonna use half that little tank.
I know. I think it's already almost out. I think you're good.
Ooh, smoking.
Get another comment, Billy.
All right, Billy, what do we got over here?
This is from Andrew Kirkland. What do you guys do with all your empty cigar boxes? I would like some for wall art.
We do not have a good way to get cigar boxes to people. It's unfortunate, but it's true.
So
What
he
is it?
throws them all.
They all go in the trash, and they
Yeah.
cost a lot to ship to people when they're just wanting empty boxes because of the weight involved. So,
Mhm.
like Tim said, we don't really have a system to get folks empty cigar boxes. So better luck going to a brick and mortar and asking
There
if
we
you
go.
have one close to you. You okay over there?
Are you okay,
Bro,
Are you turning green but under that mask?
I got to tell you something. The flavor, these 2 cigars taste more different to me than the freaking Signature Maduro and the La Validación Connecticut, because this, whatever this is so much stronger and darker.
So that should have really been the Terrence and Billy.
I
Now,
think we missed the mark.
Can we
there.
talk about that? The Donkey D in your left hand has a shaggy foot. Will that make a difference before
Well,
you
actually,
get?
since they're the
they
same
both-
blend, they
They both have the shaggy
foot.
foot.
They
Yeah,
both have a shaggy
I'm telling you,
foot. Okay.
this one has got dark power, like the kind of dark power that turns me off. Like it's too much for me. And like I don't want to trash talk Hagen or something. I'm just telling you the truth. Like this thing is just wholesale strength right now, and this cigar is not kicking off my way.
Don't worry, that was just your cutter, Tim.
But these are the first 2 cigars that I've lit up tonight that don't have that like Aganorsa, like zesty, tingly niceness. They're both more powerful cigars.
Okay.
But definitely like this one tastes different. I would think with that, like even if I wasn't wearing a beanie and sunglasses, this one would taste stronger, like a different blend to me.
Okay.
Okay, I'm taking.
We got a comment. This one is specifically for Dustin.
Oh, sweet.
At Cigars Daily, is Dustin available to be hired to light my cigars? What does he charge? Kid has skills.
Well, I actually provide that service in video format on my OnlyFans page. So if you
Okay.
subscribe there, we can do it, or
He
you can
just-
fly me out all expenses paid.
He holds a flame up to the screen, and he just lights your cigar for you. He's like, "Here you go, big boy."
In VR.